gents.
E.REV! That's what I'm talking about.
First time I've heard my name scream. I've heard my name. Once again, you're not tuned into your new favorite radio program. And if for some reason this is your first time tuning in, well, let me let you know that you are now listening to the Season 3 premiere of your new favorite radio program. You are listening to Patties Radio, coming to you via the Patties Radio podcast at pattiesradio.podomatic.com, on Pacifica Radio, and right now on KPFT HD3 here in Houston. My name is E.REV, and I am your host with the most, the top cat, the man that's taking over Earth. And in spite of the fact that we found water on Mars, I am still kicking in Uranus. I am talking about the planet. I want to make sure I make that clear. See how excited I am when I said that? Broadcasting from 314 Main to downtown Houston, Texas, at the legendary, the historic Notsuoh. I'm excited. Why am I excited? Well, let me tell you, because I'm in studio joined by a special guest. They came to you from the windy city. I'm sorry, they didn't blow here. They came here on tour. They're on a double scoop tour through these United States. They're a sibling duo out of Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zigtebra. Ziggs. Welcome to Patties Radio.
Yeah, E.REV. You are listening live from Houston, Texas, to Joe and Emily. We are Zigtebra from Chicago, and we are so great.
We're great.
With a DJ like you, how could it be better?
Now, while I'm doing all this talking, let me tell you that you can check out Zigtebra right now at their website, Zigtebra.com. Is that correct?
You got it.
What y'all doing in A-Shine, and how you feeling on Patties Radio?
We're feeling amazing. You are so gracious and fun to be around, and tonight's been incredible. We're so grateful.
I got to admit, we've played a lot of shows, but we have not played very many shows with an MC of your caliber.
Never.
Oh my
Come with
God.
us?
Ladies,
Can you please come with us on tour?
listen, I don't even know what's going on. They got the black man blushing up here. This is the Money Man here on your new favorite radio program, broadcasting on KPFT 90.1 HD Channel 3 via the Patties Radio podcast and on HMS Net Radio. See, I did that at radio. We're going to be back with Zigtebra in a minute. But while they're gone, make sure you check them out all over social media, on Twitter and Instagram at Zigtebra. And though we are now in our third season, our mission and our goal has not changed. We are still going to bring you some of today's most underrated, unheralded, and soon-to-be most talked about names in music. But before we get into the music, let me remind you that you can check out this program all over your social media. Right now on Twitter and Instagram at PATTIS Radio. You can like and follow us on SoundCloud by searching for Patties Radio. And let me remind you that we do this podcast thing bi-weekly, some weekly, some monthly, but either way, it's available right now at pattiesradio.podomatic.com. Oh, by the way, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at EAZYEREV. You are listening to Patties Radio, coming to you on Pacifica Radio, KPFT.org and KPFT HD Channel 3, and via the Patties Radio podcast, streaming worldwide. If you didn't know that, then you might hear some voices in the background. Don't be alarmed. They're just our Patties people from the windy city. My name is E.REV, in studio with my special guest, Zigtebra.
Hey, what's up, E.REV?
Hey, man, I just caught y'all in the H. Y'all had an amazing show downstairs, and I think you're doing a good job. I think all the Patties peeps that were here in attendance would agree. They would agree so much that they should probably go check you out on Facebook. Facebook.com/ I keep spelling it wrong. Z-I-G. Go ahead, take it away.
There's a song. It goes Zigtebra.
I don't even know why I tried. I should just let them do it the whole entire time. I think the Patties peeps would like to know how y'all came together. So if they're not familiar with you, I understand you're a sibling duo, but there's a story behind that. Won't you tell them how you all came to be Zigtebra?
Certainly. We are from the Midwest, so we have the same dad, but we have different mothers. So when we were growing up, we didn't know each other. So when we were about 25, this is why our logo is a triangle, because we started at the bottom of the triangle. The Midwest is the base, and Emily was on this holy path towards the top, and myself, Joseph, was on another holy path towards the top, and we met at the top of the triangle when we were 25 years old, and we were in a dance troupe together, and that's where we first really got to know each other and started making music together. So now we're on the top of the triangle, we're making music together, and we are raising ourselves to new heights. I feel like she was the first family member that I ever really connected with. I love my brother. I love my sisters. I love my mother. But Emily, she's my sister. She's the person who I spend the most time with. She's the best. She's the best.
It's a family affair right here on Patties Radio.
Yeah, and now we party every night across the country together. It's awesome.
It's the best life. Joe is totally the missing link. Joe grew up in a not super artistic family, and I grew up in an artistic family, and we both felt like the odd man out. I didn't have my special thing, and he didn't have someone who could understand what he was doing. And then we met each other, and all the pieces fell into place, and we found personal missions for life, and it's awesome.
Well, see, that's amazing. So let me ask you about that. So music basically brought y'all together. How do you think you vibe off each other, or is it like being siblings? Is it something you just look at each other like, oh yeah, that's right, okay, let's do that?
Oh no, we have a really good dynamic. Like, have you ever seen the Muppets? Like, I feel like I am Animal the drummer, and Emily's a little bit like Kermit. But like, Kermit's a great songwriter. You know, he wrote that song like it ain't easy being green. But Animal, you know, he has his own benefits. So we kind of meet at this middle point where we're like,
Joe gets wild.
Wild and focused, green and orange, crazy and peaceful, and we mix it all together.
It's so fun. I've never done music with anyone like this, and just, we kind of get each other. You know, it's a sibling thing. Like, he knows where I'm about to go with it, and if something goes wrong on stage, I can look at him, and he's just got it.
Yeah.
He can take care of it and handle, like, my goofs, and I can handle his goofs, and we can, like, roll with it, because we kind of have a psychic, I know what you're about to do, and I got you, bro.
Yeah. Well, actually, our very first tape was called Psychic Siblings.
Yeah, because we kind of are.
Yeah. We got the mental connection, and we're really grateful for it, because I can't imagine being in a band with anybody else.
For all those Patties peeps listening around the globe who are not fortunate enough to be here in attendance to see your performance in Notsuoh, we're going to play part of your set where you performed your hit single right here on Patties Radio in a minute, Burton. I guess people are probably listening right now thinking, boy, that's a very distinctive name, that Zigtebra. Now, I understand, is it she is zebra, he is tiger? Is that correct? Is that how that works? Explain to how you got the name Zigtebra.
Yeah, so like, I've never actually said this before.
Oh, here we go. First time on Patties Radio.
I don't even know.
I gave Emily the nickname Zebra.
Yeah, you did.
Because she's got a big...
What? Ow!
Here we go.
A big brain.
A big brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She's calm. She's got those big eyes, big eyelashes. And I've always loved the zebra as an animal.
It was because I was a jogger.
And she runs across the plains.
Absolutely.
And I'm a tiger because I am a more introverted type. Lie in the grass, wait for my prey to come. It's getting kind of crazy here at Notsuoh, I have to admit. E.REV's bringing out some truths.
Hey man, you like it, I love it. We got lions, tigers, bears, zebras in the building here at 314 Main here at Notsuoh. If you like that, if you want to see Emily's giant brain, make sure you check her out right now on Instagram. That's at ZIGTEBRA. We're going to be back with more from Zigtebra in a minute. But right now, for all our listeners around the globe, I want to give you an exclusive listen to part of their set performed right here at Notsuoh on their double scoop tour through these United States. Now, the song you're going to hear is called Right Here, and it's off their album called The Brave, which you can check out more of at their website. That's ZIGTEBRA.com. Right after that, you're going to hear music from Lord Jacob with a K, Rothschild. Name of the song you're gonna hear is called Color Island. But that's coming up right after you hear my special guests, Joe and Emily of Zigtebra, with their song called Right Here, Right Now, on this season 3 edition of your new favorite radio program, Patties Radio. Coming to you all over the globe on Pacifica Radio and via the Patties Radio podcast. Here's Right Here by Zigtebra on Patties Radio. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Zigtebra from Chicago. Ow!
Everything I've ever done has led me right here. Everything I've ever done has led me somewhere. Everything I've ever done has led me right here. Walking down the street with my
2 feet beneath me. My heart
beats inside my chest, and it will not rest until I'm dead.
We had
so much fun underneath the sun, and we're not done.
So I
am walking down the street with my own 2 feet beneath me. 'Cause everything I've ever done has led me somewhere. Everything I've ever done has led me right here. Everything I've ever done has led me somewhere. Everything I've ever done has led me right here. When I'm out on the road, how I miss sweet home Chicago. If you could see the city lights where all my bees hide, you'd wanna rise. 'Cause everything I've ever done has led me somewhere. Everything I've ever done has led me right here. Everything I've ever done has led me somewhere. Everything I've ever done has led me right here. Everything I've ever done has led me somewhere.
Everything I've ever done.
Everything I've ever done has led me right here.
Everything I've ever done. Everything I've ever done.
Everything I've ever done has led me somewhere.
Everything I've ever done.
Everything I've ever done has led me right here.
Once again, you're not tuned into hashtag your new favorite radio program. Know it's kind of long, we'll work on that. Don't worry about it. My name is E.REV. I am your host with the most, the top cat, the man that's taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the planet just in case the FCC is listening. And this is PATTIES Radio broadcasting from 314 Main in downtown Houston, Texas at the legendary Notsuoh. Yeah! Make sure you check out our special guests. They go by the name of Zigtebra at Zigtebra. And I love being here with you every Wednesday on KPFT 90.1 HD Channel 3 via the PATTIES Radio podcast at pattiesradio.podomatic.com. My name is E.REV, and we're about to talk to Zigtebra. They're right here in this H on their double scoop tour through these United States. How's that going for you? How you loving the road?
Oh, it's amazing. What is it, day 5?
Day 6.
Day 6, okay. Day 6, I'm still feeling pretty fresh. We've got 40-day tour. It's super cool to travel across America and meet wonderful people, and it makes you just want to keep traveling. We're having an excellent tour, and I just love it. Shoot, sorry.
We can curse all we want. They're excited. You know why? Because it's not only just going to see the country and meeting all their fans, they're also doing it for a good cause. Proceeds, not everything, but proceeds are going to help out the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Is that correct?
That's right. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It's a grassroots organization, and I checked into it a bunch, that they have a lot of transparency. Most of the money goes to helping people in communities, helping people who need therapy, helping families cope with someone with mental illness, and it's something I really believe in that is helpful to communities across America. And I friends who've benefited from it and doctor friends who have told me that they do incredible things for people in big need. So, you know, we go around the country sharing our art with people, and it feels amazing. And anything that we make on the road, I feel so grateful for, and I just wanted to take it a step further and do something that feels right, which is like push some of that money to something bigger than us. And that's NAMI for this tour, and so I feel great doing my best show to make more money on the road, to push it to something bigger than us.
Yeah, because we don't have egos necessarily, so it's nice to have a purpose when we're on the road, because we love our music, we love sharing our music. Sometimes we get shy and we think of all the people that this kind of thing can help, and it strengthens us, and we go out there and we do our best to rock and roll.
We'll be back with Joe and Emily in a minute. We got another song coming from them. That'll make two songs that you got from our special guest, Zigtebra, who you can check out right now on Twitter and Instagram at Zigtebra. We're going to have our listeners spelling it out. They're going to be singing the same song you sang earlier, Z-I-G-T. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And if for some reason you're out there wondering, well, hey, how can I get my music to Patties Radio? Well, give us an email, pattisradio@gmail.com. Message us on Facebook, SoundCloud, wherever we are. Reach out and touch us. Just don't touch me, baby. Don't do it, because I'm busy in studio right now with my special guests, Joe and Emily of Zigtebra, joining me in studio here at the legendary Notsuoh, coming to you on your airwaves, pattisradio.podomatic.com, or on Pacifica Radio, 90.1 KPFT, HD Channel 3. Since you're on tour and since you're visiting us here in Houston, talk about your hometown, where you're from. But you can, for the Patties peeps listening all around the world, on pattisradio.podomatic.com. Explain what the city of, I guess, Chicago is like, the music scene, and just the love you get just being on the road, and especially in your city. How is that all working out?
Chicago is an incredible city for art and music.
Yeah.
It is very diverse, and it is very embracing of any wild idea you want to try, especially in the underground scene, which is our roots. We started in the underground house shows of Chicago. Sometimes bar shows can be exclusive and too expensive. Not Notsuoh, which is a bomb-ass place.
But tonight was all ages.
Yeah, and we
It's
don't
not for all ages.
We don't get that in Chicago. In Chicago, the bars are 21 and over, and it's more expensive. So like the underground is the way to go. And so
I always say that in Chicago you can get like 15 people to applaud for like whatever you want to do, whether it be hip hop, whether it be puking in a bucket, whether it be like acoustic guitar. We have folk dudes, we have noise bands, we have punk rock, we have metal, hardcore, us, which is like electro. We have a huge house scene. I mean, it's like Chicago is the kind of city where you can find whatever music you want to do, like that's in yourself and in your soul. You can like find a show in Chicago.
and people will come. And honestly, I just
yeah.
thought of something. I'm grateful for how embracive our scene can be. We have our friends who come out to all our shows in Chicago, right? House shows all the time, so because we don't want to be like, hey friends, come pay a bunch of money to see us and buy expensive drinks. House show, free, BYOB, let's just kick it and have fun.
Let's party.
But the best thing about tour is that we have to let go of our egos, which I feel like we are always trying to be more humble, and share it with people on the road and experience the criticism and the feedback of every night and just like let it happen and like learn from it so much. That's why I love tour, because in Chicago we have a home, we have a community, people support us, and on the road we gotta give it up for a new audience every day, and hopefully they like it, and if there's something they don't like, we can like learn some new thing. So, but I'm grateful to Chicago for how much crazy they let us do and still support us.
Yeah, and of course, the Bulls. Of course, the White Sox, the Blackhawks,
Sports,
Bears.
the Windy City, the Bears, the Lake, the pizza.
I mostly like the pizza.
Yeah, like Chicago is it's wild. Lollapalooza, Pitchfork.
You guys should come, if you come to Chicago, anyone out there, holler at Zigtebra. We will take you to the wild parties,
Yeah, we'll show
the
you the
underground
parties,
stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of cool free stuff in Chicago, too.
Yeah, dude, Chicago's a city. I love it.
Hey man, they love it. If you're in Chicago, make sure you holler at Zigtebra. But if you can't do that, at least check them out at their website, ZIGE. Goddamn, I did it again. ZIGTEBRA. They're gonna sing it in the background, ladies and gentlemen. This is Patties Radio, coming to you on HMS Net Radio via the Patties Radio podcast, and your new home of Patties Radio, KPFT 90.1 HD Channel 3. All right, we're about to get into music from our special guest here on Patties Radio. It's Zigtebra. They're about to give you that song, Baby. Tell the Patties people what they're about to hear.
Baby is about those people trying to holler at you at the club or any time in your life, and you're like, you don't know my deep soul.
Yeah,
Come on,
they-
get to know me. I dare you. I dare
They
you.
say like, come on, be my girlfriend, be my boyfriend. And you're like, I don't really know if you want that. I don't think you can even handle
Can
it.
you go that deep? Can you go that deep? Listen to the song and tell everybody, ask those people, can you go that deep? Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
We got your last song of the evening coming up in a minute. But right now, here's the second of two tracks that you've forgotten from Joe and Emily, my special guest Zigtebra, off their EP entitled The Brave.
This is Zigtebra. You are listening to E.REV. And this is our favorite song that we play, Baby.
On this season 3 premiere of your new favorite radio program. This is Patties Radio.
You walked into the party. You leaned over and whispered to me. My body is a pyre and you look like you want to burn with me. Let's burn, baby. And I said, hey, you don't know who you're messing with, baby. This is my heart, and it's on fire. Hey, you don't know who you're messing with, baby. This is my heart, and it's on fire. We start dancing, the look in your eye tells me you want something money can't buy. You've never been here before, and now you want to run. Let's run. And I said, hey, you don't know who you're messing with, baby. This is my heart, and it's on fire. You light me up. You turn me on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm on my knees, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. Hey. You don't know who you're messing with, baby. This is my heart, and it's on fire. This is my heart, and it's on fire. Fire.
All right, folks, we've reached the end of this season 3 premiere of your new favorite radio program, Patties Radio. Coming to you on Pacifica Radio, KPFT 90.1 FM, and streaming worldwide at kpft.org. My name is E.REV, and I want to thank Joe and Emily for joining me on the program. They gave an amazing performance earlier and still had the energy and the enthusiasm to come upstairs and join me here at Notsuoh. Make sure you check them out at their website, Zigtebra.com, or follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Zigtebra. You got any shout outs, anybody you want to talk to? Go ahead, the floor is yours.
Cool. Hi, Mom, Dad. I love you guys. Shared Dad, E.REV, Notsuoh, Jim, Chloe, Phil, Wilson, and Pablo are my new super friend who I'm going to send a postcard to. I love everyone. Check out all our... If you type in Zigtebra wrong on Google, you will still find us.
They'll correct it for you. That's what they're there for.
Zigtebra. We love you. We would like to meet you. Write to us. We are dorky.
I want to give a shout out to the ghost that is now on our tour.
We invited a ghost to join our tour in New Orleans, and they're totally
we
with
went into the
us.
cemetery. We said a prayer. We asked if any musicians are buried here and they want to come on tour and help us out. They are welcome. And a crow went, ah! And we knew we had one at least.
So thank you.
And tonight was like the best show, so I think it totally worked. So I would like to give a shout out to that ghost.
Thanks, dude or dudette.
Shout out to the ghost. Shout out to all the Patties Peeps for checking in. This has been Zigtebra. Hey, she is Zebra, he is Tiger, and they're our special guests right here on Patties Radio down in Chicago. Check them out online, everywhere they're at. Zigs, thanks for joining us on Patties Radio. I love you.
Thank
Love
you.
you too. Check our Instagram for a handsome pic of E.REV.
Yeah.
I can't confirm it, and I hear that, but that's Zigtebra.